So this is a kind of an evolutionary class, everybody. Put my Attenborough head on. Sort of going on from the classes that we've done over the last couple of weeks, which have been strength training. If you remember, we did strength training with weights last week. The week before that, we did strength training on a chair. And what you may have found as you've done these exercises is that you're stronger on one side, you have better balance on one side. In other words, we're all a little bit wonky, we're all a little bit asymmetrical. So we'll carry on with the strength training elements, but we're also putting into the pot a little bit of body rebalance work as well. So that'll help you get better balance, right to left, front to back, sort of even out everything. So we'll tick all the regular Pilates boxes, but at the end, you'll come out feeling beautifully balanced as well. Go around walking with a plate on your head all day. That's how balanced you'll feel. We're going to start with our roll downs, nice and conventional. So stand with your feet fist width apart. Lovely to see everyone. I think the sun's coming out. Shh, don't speak too loud. All right, shoulders roll down about collarbones wide. Spread your feet. Let's take a nice deep breath in. Exhale, chin to chest. Nice little neck stretch there. And then we're slowly rolling down. Let the knees soften. Articulate through the vertebrae. Hang down over your legs. Give your head a little nod there. Make sure it's nicely relaxed and loose, hanging off the end of your spine there. And then take a breath in. Exhale, up you come. Stacking up the spine all the way to the top. Looking good. Shall we do that again? Breath in. Exhale. Keeping the weight slightly forward. Arms nice and loose. Breath in at the bottom. And then exhale, up we come. Staring down at your tootsies as if you can't bear to tear your eyes away from them. And we're going to do just one more breath in. Exhale. That's it. Take your time. So already you can be checking that your feet are even here and that you haven't got one foot slightly in front of the other, which I just noticed I had. Exhale, let's come up. All the way to the top. Good. All right. So we're going to keep our feet where they are. And you're just going to shift your weight ever so slightly forward, not too much, but just so there's a lightness in your heels so that you can hinge your ankles up onto your tippy toes. That's it. And then resist lowering your heels so the backs of your legs get longer and it's nice and controlled. And this is all we're doing to start with. We're just going up and coming down. So already we want to be thinking about nice symmetry here through the body. If you can see yourself on your camera, have a look. Can you see your ankles? They just want to be hinging up and down. And you want to make sure your shoulders are level here and you're not doing something like that. That's it. Looking good there, Rosemary. And now we're going to stay doing that with the ankles, but we're going to take our arms to genie arms. That's it. Now keep going. Now, hopefully this is going to help you get a little bit more focused on the front of the ribs here. You want to remember, you want to keep them nice and closed. So your whole core here is engaged, belly button drawing to spine. And then if anything, it's just easier to go up and down. Looking really nice, everyone. So possibly now we're starting to feel it a little bit more in the calves, which is good. That's what we want. We're just going to do 2 more of these. Super. Now on this last one, you're going to go up. You're going to stay up on your tippy toes. Remember, it doesn't have to be high. Keeping your heels off the floor now, you're going to bend your knees slightly. Make sure they're going over the middle of your feet and then come back up. Now, you don't have to fully straighten your legs. So you're sort of bobbing down and bobbing up. Bob and down. That's it. Keep your genie arms. Lovely, everyone. Now, can you feel all those tiny little movements that are going on in your feet as you're doing this? That's all those little tiny muscly things making those, ooh, nearly lost it, making those really fine adjustments so that you can stay in balance. 2 more like this. Again, make sure those knees are going out over the middle of your feet. Now, on this last one, we're going to stay down into our plie. You're going to put your heels down on the floor. Stay where you are. I'm going to turn so you can see what's happening. Staying down in your plie, you're just going to lift your heels up and then put them down. Heels up, heels down. Good. Keep your tailbone lengthening towards the floor, belly button drawing to spine. Shoulders are down and back, even though we've got our genie arms. And again, just make sure those ankles are going straight up and straight down. Good. We've got 4 more here. Stay with me. Breathe into it. And 3. Good. And 2. Juicy, isn't it? Last one. Here we go. Bring it up. Bring it down and shake it out. Woo. Let's turn to face the side now, everybody. And you're just going to take a leg back and let's get into a little calf stretch. So make sure that back leg has stayed in parallel, hasn't turned in or out, that the front knee is not going beyond the toes, and then you're lengthening that back heel towards the floor, getting a nice calf stretch. So it should feel nice after what we've just been doing. Stretch it out, lovely. And now let's change legs, step the other leg back in parallel, watch your front knee, and then just ease that back calf to the floor. Super. And breathe. And up we come. Let's pick up our weights. All right, so in our Pilates V, heels together, toes apart, and let's just have our hands on our hips, shoulders down and back. You're going to step your right leg out to the side, nice big step, and then you're going to let your pelvis go back. So we're getting a little stretch here. Now, how much of a stretch you get depends on how you're feeling today. It's all going to be different for everybody. You might want to go down a bit further. Keep the back straight though, and make sure that that bent knee is still going out over the middle of your foot. That's it. Nice, easy little stretch. And then push off the right foot to come back to your Pilates V. Stepping out with the left foot, nice and big. And take it forward, or let your pelvis go back. That's it. Flat back, flat back. Super, everyone. And then push off to come back. Oops, nearly lost it. All right. So you're going to bring your arms down, palms facing your body, and we're going to bring them up just to shoulder height. So not above. You should be able to see over the top of your arms, all right? And down, let's go again, bring them up. So we're going to sandwich one of these in between stepping out to the side. So we did this last week, if you remember, all right? So on this next one, here we go. We're going to step out with the right foot. And you take the pelvis back, so your arms come down now. Now make sure you're still facing forward and you haven't twisted towards that leg. Keep it forward. Push off the right leg to come back to your Pilates V. And here's our little ham in the middle of the sandwich. And down. Non-meat varieties are available. And back. Good. And lift it up. That's it. Use that leg to push off, that foot to push off. Pelvis goes back, push off to come back, and up in the middle there. Yes. So again, we're testing our balance here. So think about your nice Pilates core. Come back. That's it. And up. We can speed it up just a little bit. Make it not quite so torturous. And back. And up. And down. Good. And out. And back. Up. 2 more sets. Here we go. We're warming up good and proper here, people. And back, up and down. Take it out. Watch that knee. Good. And back, up and down. And last set. And back, up, down, Last one, that's it, good. And back and up and down, super. We're gonna come to our wide position now, our second position. You come to your natural turnout, wherever that is for you. So wherever's comfortable for your feet to be, and then come down into your little plie. Let's have our hands on our hips, shoulders down and back, and make sure your tailbone is dropping down to the floor and you're not sticking your tushy out, all right? Now from here, we're just gonna lift up our heels. Again, they don't have to be high. And we're gonna start pulsing. Pulsey, pulsey. So again, if you can see yourself, check out how symmetrical you are. You want to make sure that your hips are level and you're not doing something like that. Oh, hello, Mr. Abigail. And you want to make sure your shoulders are level and you're not doing something like that. All right, so make yourself as symmetrical as you can. And then we're just pulsing, super. Let's go, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good, staying now in your plie, you're gonna lower your heels and then bring them up. Lower your heels, good, and bring them up. So just try and stay at the same height with your body, so it's your legs doing the work. So you're not coming up as you lift your heels, you're staying down and it's just your heels coming up, good. And again, just like we did when we're in parallel feet, make sure those ankles are just hinging straight up and straight down, good. Now keep this going, and if you want to, optional extra, we can take the arms out as the heels come up, bring them back as they come down, good, and out. That's it. Now make sure you don't take your arms behind your shoulders, because that's going to throw you off balance. You want them to the side, or if anything, slightly forward, so you can keep that nice control at your core. I know. We've got 4 more. And 4. Keep breathing. Keep smiling. La, 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 la. You like it when I sing, don't you? Out we go. All right, stay on your heels, stay on your tippy toes rather. Here we go, arm circles for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Other way for 8, 7, 6. Good. 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring your heels down. Yes, shake it out. Well done, everybody. Pilates. All right, what are we doing now? I forgot what we're going to do. I know, facing the side, staying with our weights. So you're going to, hang on, I've got something in my eye. You're going to step back like we did earlier into your calf stretch. All right, step back into your calf stretch, facing the side. That's it. And now lift that back heel off the floor. That's it. Now we're going to bend the back knee down towards the floor. So we're coming into a lunge basically, all right? So you may need to take it a little bit further back. It's the back knee coming down and then coming up. So as always, just watch that front knee doesn't go beyond your toes. And watch that your back isn't coming forward. So all the work is in the legs here. You could have a plate on your head and it would stay perfectly balanced as you go up and down. Good, you're aiming to get that back knee down towards the floor. Really nice, everyone. Now, optional extra, if you want to add a little bicep curl as you go down, bring the arms up. May as well, as we've got our weights in our hands. And breathe. We've got 4 more, here we go. Get nice and low. Looking really good, everyone. Well done. No one's tipping forward. I like it. 2 more. Work it, work it. Last one. Here we go. Down and up. Step that foot in. Let's turn to the other side. Other leg goes back into the little calf stretch. So you've taken a nice juicy step back. And then lift that back heel. So the back heel stays off the ground the whole time, okay? Let's have our hands on our hips. Going back to our lunge. Widen your stance if you need to. Watch that front knee. And then you're taking your back knee down towards the floor. And you've still got your plate on your head. That's it. Go on, work those legs. Looking nice. Shoulders down and back, collarbones wide. Belly button to spine. Start adding the little bicep curl if you fancy it. It's an optional extra. Like Parmesan on your pasta. Super, we've got 4 more. Work those legs. And keep breathing. And 2. Remember, anchoring your gaze on the wall in front of you will help you keep your balance. Up you come, step that back leg in and shake it out. Nice work, everybody. Whew. We're going to stand with our legs a little bit wider than hip width now. Bend the knees and again, take your pelvis slightly back so you've tipped with a flat back. Draw your belly button to your spine. You've got your arms down in front of you, palms facing, like sort of monkey arms this way. And then you're going to take them up there. So a little fly. So again, you're not taking them behind you like this, just straight up. So it's like you're lifting the backs of your hands towards the ceiling. That's it, looking good, Rach. Now at the top there, see if you can find a little bit of extra squeeze to bring the shoulder blades together. A little bit closer together at the top. There you go. Super. That's it. Remember, not taking the arms back. They're just going straight up to the side. So if you look down at the floor, you should still be able to see your arms, your hands in your peripheral vision. Keep them in your line of sight there. We've got 2 more. Looking good. Last one. And down we come. Good. Back to facing the side and have the leg that's nearest your device on your kickstand. So up on the ball of your foot there. And then we're bending the supporting leg ever so slightly. Hands are on our hips. Now we're going back to tippy bird. You remember we've done this last week. So your pelvis is going back and that's bringing your chest forward and then come up. Pelvis is going back. So there's no movement in your back per se. It's just hinging forward because your pelvis is going back. So everything above your pelvis is staying exactly as it is. It's just following the trajectory of your pelvis there. You see what I mean? That's it, looking good. Now on this next one, again, it's optional. You could carry on with that if you wanted to, or take your kickstand leg and just bring it a couple of inches off the floor. Now we're just doing exactly the same thing with the pelvis. Don't worry about the kickstand leg. It's still the pelvis that's going back and up and back and up. Find your own speed there. Keep that supporting leg slightly bent. Let me have a look, see? That's it, good. See if you can keep, if you're finding this easy, like Tanya is, see if you can keep the toe off the ground as you come up so it doesn't touch the ground at all. Yeah. Nice. Looking good there, Abigail. Yes, Sheila, nice, good. 2 more, chaps. These are looking super. Really nice. And then bring your feet together and shake out the supporting leg, which might be burning a little bit. Other side, so turn around to face the other wall. Other foot, so nearest your camera on your kickstand. Bend that supporting leg, hands back on our hips. Let's go back to the nice easy version, tippy bird. Just to establish the form. And like we were saying last week, think about your skeleton, what's happening here with your skeleton. It's just your pelvis rolling over the top of your thigh bones. That's all it is. Looking really nice, everyone. Good. Keep that belly button drawing to spine. So now if you want to lift your kickstand leg a couple of inches off, And then just keep going. And up. And take it back. Supporting leg stays bent. And up. And down. And up. Keep going. Let's have a look at you. See, these are looking great. I can see an improvement. Definitely. These are looking really nice. Beautiful balance, everyone. You've got 2 more. That's it. Lovely. That's okay. Just jump back on Jose. There you go. And then bring your legs together. Nice. And shake them out. Super work, guys. Back to having your feet slightly wider than your hips. Slight bend in the knees. Slight taking back of the pelvis. We're going to come into our tricep presses. All right. So the tops of your arms are pressed into the side of your ribs. Your palms are facing each other. And then it's just a case of extending your arms backwards. So working into the backs of the arms there. That's it. Good. That's it. So you've tipped forward slightly. And then remember, you can take your index fingers out, which has got to be my favorite cue, I think, of the week. Just to get that little bit of extra gravy out of it. That's it. Keep your belly button drawing to your spine. Work the backs of the arms, shoulders down and back. Say adios, el bingo wingos. That's it. We've got 4 more. 4. Breathe. And 3. Super. And 2. And 1. Bring yourself up and let's get rid of these pesky weights. So the last thing we're going to do before we come down onto the mat is again, like an evolution of our tippy bird. All right. So remember, it's the same movement. It's just your pelvis moving back over your thigh bones. That's all that's happening. All right. So to the first side with your leg on kickstand leg, we're going to take our hands on our hips to start with. Now the kickstand leg, you're just going to take behind you, but don't put any weight on it. So just point it behind you. So you could lift it off the floor if you wanted to. So don't step back onto it, Abigail. Look, I can take my... we're not stepping back onto it like this. Yeah, okay, good, all right. And now from there, chaps, this time we are thinking about the back leg. The back leg, bend your supporting leg slightly. The back leg starts lifting, and so the whole body tippies forward. And then we come back up. So it's the same movement, it's just the pelvis going back. But think of your leg lifting first, and that's what making your rest of your body tip forward like a seesaw. Now you can either keep going like this, or we can take our arms up by our head and do the same thing. Now watch that as you go forward, your arms are staying up by your head and you're not cheating yourself and dropping your arms forward. Use the breath. We've just got 2 more. And up. Let me take a look at this last one. Tippy over. Nice, Helen. Yes, that's it. Bring yourself up. Lovely. That's it. Nice, Sheila. And let's go to the other side.
Yeah, it's too much for that knee.
Ah, okay. Yes, sorry. Okay. Take it easy. So other side now, starting with kickstand leg. Take that leg back, but there's no weight on it. It's flying around like a mad thing. Bend the supporting leg. Let's have our hands on our hips. Lift the back leg off, and that's what starts your tip forward. And then you come back up. And you tip forward. So you might not, this is my wonky side, that's okay. You might not be able to go too far forward, but ultimately we're aiming to end up in a sort of capital T position with our body over our leg, or if you're a yoga person, like a warrior 3. Whoops. Now either keep going with your hands on your hips, or if you want the extra challenge, take your arms up above your head and then just keep going. Remembering to keep those arms up. So it's very tempting to let them drop forward. But it's not the arms. It's not about the arms. We've got 2 more. Let me take a look, see. Nice. See if you can keep that back leg straight. Good. Shoulders down, Helen. Yes, lovely. Nice, Tina P. Rach, yes. Jan, lovely. Sheila, Abigail, Rosemary, and Tanya modifying there. Nice work, everybody. Shake it out, chaps. That's fun, isn't it? A little bit. We're going to come to the top of our mat. You might need a light weight for an arm opening later if you want to use it. But we're coming to stand at the top of our mat and we're going to take 1 more roll down. All right, so stand with your feet fist width apart, just like we did at the beginning of class. That's it. Take a breath in. Exhale, chin to chest, roll yourself down 1 vertebra at a time. Soften the knees, make sure your feet are level. And now this time, hang down there at the bottom. If your fingers don't come to the floor, let's put them on our shins. And we're just going to start straightening our legs. So getting a bit of a stretch into the hamstrings here. If your hands come to the floor, all well and good. Rebend the legs and then re-straighten them. Keeping the weight forward into the front part of your feet so that the backs of your legs get a nice release. Sit bones up towards the ceiling. Let's just do 1 more. Bend. Sit bones up. And then bend your knees, walk yourself out to your 4-point kneeling position. For a nice little bit of thread needle, all right? So hands under your shoulders, knees under your hips, shoulders down away from your ears. Hey, Kyra. And left arm out to the side at shoulder height. That's it. Here we go. Breath in at center. Exhale, thread it down and through. So your left shoulder is coming down towards the mat. Your bottom is going up in the air. And you're turning to look towards your ceiling as you reach the back of the hand along the floor. Inhale, bring yourself back the way you came. And then press down into that supporting hand to open out. That's it. Roll those shoulders down and back away from your ears. Yes, nicely corrected, Tina P. Let's go again. Inhale at center. Exhale, take it down and through. Maybe going a little bit further. Inhale, come back. Exhale, open out the chest. That's it. Press down into that supporting hand to get more rotation. Lovely. 1 more time, guys. Here we go. Down and through. Get that nice little stretch in your upper back. Bring it through, back through. And then stretch up, looking towards the ceiling. Gorgeous. Let's change sides. Right arm up to the side at shoulder height. Make sure your left hand is under your shoulder. Here we go. Inhale. Exhale, down and through, sliding the back of the hand along the floor. Right shoulder now comes down to the mat. Lovely. Bring it back on the inhale. Exhale. Now roll those shoulders down and back as you stretch up. Let's go again. Inhale. Exhale, down and through. Double day to reach a bit further. Yes, nice. Inhale back. Exhale, reach it up. Stretch to your fingertips. 1 last time. Here we go. Down and through, bottom in the air. And bring it back. Roll those shoulders down and back away from your ears and open out the chest. And bring yourself down. Lovely. And we're going to come on to our backs. Going into our ab work now. Of course, we've already been using our abs, but now they become the primary focus. And we are going to do the sequence we've been doing for the last couple of weeks with a couple of nice optional add-ons, all right? So feet are fist width apart, legs in parallel, neutral spine here, hands behind your head. We're just going to do some chest lifts to get us going. So here we go, breath in. Exhale up, you come into your chest lift. Inhale down. Exhale up. Inhale down. So remember all the various cues that we have at our disposal. Baby elephant, stepping on our tummy as we come up. Doctor Who-like vortex on our mat, sucking our belly button down towards our spine and down into the mat. Ribs coming together, back and down. Squishy ball drawing into our body, whatever works for you. 4 more, here we go. Keep that head nice and rested in your hands. 3, and down, and 2, and down, and 1, and down. Lovely. Now you could keep going with your legs down, or we can bring one leg at a time up into tabletop. Now imprint slightly with your back, so press the back of your waist down into the mat slightly, and off we go again. Exhaling up, inhaling down. Legs can be together here. And you can still employ that baby elephant. Step on your tummy. Ooh, the other one, of course, is that your 6-pack muscles that run vertically down the front of your body are like the gathers in a curtain. And you're pulling those 2 cords to gather it up, and that's what's bringing your chest up. 2 more, here we go. Lovely. On this last one, we're going to stay up. You're going to take your hands behind your legs. Elbows bent out to the side. Now lift your tailbone off the floor so that you can start rocking until you rock up to sitting, but keep your legs up. Shins stay parallel to the floor. Good. Shoulders down. That's it. Now your back is still rounded here. We're still in our C shape. Why not? Let's take our hands off. Palms up, forward in front of you. That's it. Super. Hold it. Hold it. Nice, everybody. Palms up. Palms up. Yes, good. Hold back onto your legs and let's go back down. Remember, you can pull on your legs here to get that control as you go down 1 vertebra at a time. Lovely. At the bottom, arms above your chest, palms facing, and we're going into dead bug. So right arm, left leg, stretching long away. Exhale, bring it back to center. Left arm, right leg. Exhale, bring it back to center. Keep going. So again, this is an exercise where we're aiming for nice symmetry through the body. So although you can't see your leg, can you feel that they're roughly going to the same height as they extend, your right and your left, and that your right arm and your left arm are coming to the same sort of height? As always, watch your lower back. If it starts arching away from the floor, you've gone too low with your levers. So bring it back in. Let's finish this off. Come back to center. Let's bring our hands behind our legs again. Take a breath in. Exhale, bring up your chest. So you're staring at your legs. That's it. Elbows out to the side. Lift your tailbone. Start rocking until you can rock up. That's it. So this time, remember, these are all optional. Do what you want to do. We can straighten our legs. That's it. Shoulders down. That's for me too. And then arms forward. Palms forward. That's it. Nice, everybody. Gorgeous. Hold on back to the legs. Bend them in. Let's go down. Really nice, guys. Arms over your chest. Palms facing, dead bug on steroids. So both arms, one leg, reaching away. Exhale, draw it back to center. Inhale, reach away. Exhale, back to center. Keep it going. Keep the back of the neck long, throat soft. No strain in your neck, your throat, your jaw. Stretching to the tips of your fingers. We've got one more set here. Remember, you can always take a breather if you're feeling cooked today, if you're having an ebb day rather than a flow day. Let's hold back onto our legs again. Last set, here we go, guys. Breath up into your chest lift. Look at your legs. Lift your tailbone, start rocking until you come up, shoulders down. We're going to straighten our legs. That's it. Hold your belly button towards your spine. We're going to bring our arms forward. And then if you want to, start bringing them up. So into our teaser position. That's it. Yes. Well done, everyone. Nice. Looking good, Abigail. Jan, well done. Hold on back behind your legs. Let's go down. Woo. So this time, chaps, arms above your chest, palms facing your legs. We're going for the double leg stretch. So both arms and legs stretching long away. Exhale, bring them back to center. Stretch them away. Imprint the back of your waist into the floor. Keep your lower back safe. Inhale, long away. Exhale, draw it back. Find that engagement at your center to bring your limbs back in. 2 more, here we go. Last one. Hold on to your knees and have a little rock side to side. Good. We actually made Dan the man in Matlock sweat with that one yesterday, so that's a good sign, isn't it? Just bring those knees into your chest. Release your lower back. Lovely. And now you're going to bring your feet back down on the floor, back to fist width apart for a nice bit of glute work. See how this feels for you, Helen. Take it easy if you need to, all right? We're going to start with a pelvic curl. So arms long down by your sides, palms on the mat. Down here. That's it. Feet fist width apart, legs in parallel. Super. Take a breath in. Exhale, tilt the pelvis up towards your nose. That's it. Press down into your feet. Let the spine roll up all the way up into your shoulder bridge. Lovely. We're going to take the arms up and over if you want to. Keeping the back of the neck long. And we're going to pop those heels. So think of the front of your jeans, the little pockets that you have there, and press that area up towards the ceiling. That's it. And now lower your heels back down. Leave your arms where they are as you roll down through the spine. One vertebra at a time, using our abs here to unfurl the spine. Arms down at the bottom. All right, let's go again. Something a bit different. Breath in. Exhale, we tilt. So pubic bone coming up towards you. Press into your feet. The knees move away from you as you come up. Bring up your hips. Good. We're going to lift our heels up this time. And now we're going to do our little pelvic pulses. All right. So staying up on your tippy toes. We're pulsing the pelvis up towards the ceiling. That's it. Good. So again, just think about your ankles. Are they as symmetrical as you can feel that they are? Lovely. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now hold them up. Hold the squeeze. Hold the squeeze of both buttocks. Now keeping that squeeze, I want you to squeeze a little bit harder on just your right buttock. So that right jeans pocket on the front will come a little bit higher to the ceiling. And now squeeze a bit harder on your left side. So the left jeans pocket will come up higher to the ceiling. And now back to the right. And then back to the left. So you're getting a little sort of a sway here in your pelvis as you work one buttock and then the other buttock harder than the other. And can you sort of get a grip here on the strength of your buttocks? Do you feel particularly stronger on one side than the other? See how you feel. One last set, right buttock, left buttock. Now go back to them both squeezing up evenly. Put your hands on your buttocks if you need to. Can you feel that they're squeezing evenly here? Knees are staying in parallel. Good. We're going to drop our heels and we're going to roll down all the way back down to the bottom. Good. Just bring your knees into your chest for one moment. Release out those butt cheeks. We've got one last little butt exercise to do. I think it was probably this Helen that did it for you, you know? Yeah, I reckon. Here we go then, chaps. We're coming into our pelvic curl to start with, pelvic tilt rather, then into our curl, bringing yourself all the way up, hips up. That's it. Now transfer all your weight into your left foot, especially your left heel, and let your right leg float to tabletop. Stretch it towards the ceiling. Now our hips are going to stay up. You're going to bring your leg down with the flex foot and then bring it up with a pointed foot. Hips are staying up in the air. Down with a flex, up with a point, and down, and up. Good. And down. Again, keep the throat nice and soft. Keep that left side working to keep the hips up. 3 more and we're done. Keep breathing. And up, and 2, and up. Lovely. Last one. Bring it up. Bring that leg to tabletop. Place it down. Square up the hips one more time before you come down. Make them even, and then roll down. Super. We've just got that last leg to do. Here we go. Breath in. Pelvic tilt on the exhale. Press down into your feet as the hips come up. Transferring your weight now into your right foot, especially your right heel. Left leg floats to tabletop and then extends up towards the sky. Good. Keep that right hip working now as the left leg comes down with a flex foot, up with a point, down with a flex. Remember the role here of the backs of your arms pressing down to help you. They're our little friends here. And up, we've got 4 more, down and up, good, down, up, 2 more, down and up, lovely, last one, and up, bring that leg back to tabletop, finish it off properly, place the foot down, square off the hips one last time, press both butt cheeks up, roll yourself down, and hug your knees into your chest by George. Lovely, everyone. Have a little rock side to side. Give yourself a moment. And then we're going to rock ourselves up to bring ourselves down onto our sides for some nice claps. Now you have a choice here. You can either be down on your head cushions or you can prop yourself up like this, whichever you prefer, all right? Legs are bent, feet and bottom are aligned as if they're against the wall. Let's have our top hand on our hip. Belly button drawing to spine. That's it. You're going to drop your knees, lift your feet. We're going to do diamonds. And we've been doing 100 of these, haven't we, Jan? Yeah. Not really. We've been doing 20. Here we go. Take it up. And I think we probably could do 100 though, to be honest. Perhaps we should have a charity clam off or something. 3, 4, that's it. Keep that top hip still. Just work the knee up and down. Super. And 6. And 7. And 8. And 9. Looking good, everyone. And 10. Clams not a problem, really, are they? Counting down now. 10. And 9. And 8. Super. And 7. And 6. 5. Good. Now, you know us, we like to finish things off in style. So this is 2. Number 1, we're going to hold up. We're going to extend it out long, flex the foot, push into the heel. Good. And pulse, pulse. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and 10. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Finish it off properly. Point the foot, bring it back in, fold it down, and have a little rest. Lovely. So you're going to come up onto your forearm now. No alternatives for this one, I'm afraid. You have to come up on your forearm. Make sure that your shoulder is under, elbow is under your shoulder, and then both legs are extended out. Now, depending on how you're set up, you might want to bring your legs slightly forward, but you are not tucking under. You're just going to break from the hips if you want to bring them forward slightly. It's up to you. And then from there, we're just going to lift them up. Now, they're not going to come up very high because we've got our bodies up, yes? Normally, when we do this, we're down on the floor and we can come up quite high, but we've brought our body up, so we can't. They're just going to come up an inch or so, which is fine. That's it. Just bring it up. But you should still feel the work sort of here-ish. We feeling that? Excellent. That's it. Keep pressing down into this forearm to lift your shoulder out of the floor and not be, in that position. All right, we've got 2 more. Bring it up, down. Last one you're going to hold up. Now you're going to turn onto the buttock that's nearest the floor here and bring your feet up. So you're not on both buttocks, just on that buttock under there. Good. And then rock it back to where you were. Feet are staying up. Rock back onto that one buttock. That's it. Looking nice there, Rosemary. Bring it back onto your hip. Keep pressing down into your forearm to stay lifted. Your legs don't have to come high. And back. Nice work, guys. Last one. Here we go. Rolling onto the underneath buttock. And bring it back. Let's do a chest opening, arm opening thing. So grab your cushions. That's it. Very lightweight in your top hand if you want it. That's it, the best bit of class. Here we go. Brilliant for people that spend a lot of time at a computer or writing stuff. Tina P. This is one for you. That's it. Keep that shoulder down, rolled down away from the ear. Turn to look at your extended hand. And then we did get a bit poetic yesterday. And I suggested that we imagine ourselves lying like a little fairy in the base of a nice, lush red tulip. Whatever takes your fancy. Breathe into it. And bring yourself back. Lovely. Let's go to the other side. So back to the clams, but bring your head cushion and weights for in a minute. Diamond clams, just 20. All right. Hand on your top hip. That's it. Feet in line with your bottom. Drop your knees, lift your toes. Now keep these feet lifted all the way through. Don't let them slowly give in to gravity. All right, here we go. Knee to ceiling and down. Good. And resist the knee coming down. 3 and down. Good. And 4 and 5 and 6. Really nice. And 7 and 8. Watch that top hip stay still. You don't want it rocking back like that. 10, counting down now. And 9 and 8. Super. And 7, 6 and 5, 4, 3, lovely, 2. Let's get ready for the grand finale. Fanfare, everybody. Here we go. Take it up, take it out. Flex the foot. So big toe coming up towards your shin here. Flex it like you mean it. And then pulse, 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 pulse. Good. 7, 8, 9, 10, and 10. 9, 8, 7, 6. Keep breathing. 4, 3, 2, 1. Point the foot like you're feeling no pain. And there you go. Lovely. All right. Up onto your forearm now. Remember, keep pushing down the length of your forearm to stay lifted out of the shoulder joint. We want to lessen the burden here in this joint, all right? Legs are both out straight. And then we're just lifting up. Now look, mine's hardly noticeable on this side. They're just about going up, but I can feel it. Remember, it doesn't have to be big to be effective. Yeah, that's it, looking good. Nice work, Tanya. Jan, yes. Sheila, lovely. Helen, Rach, Tina P, Abigail and Rosemary, everyone looking superb. All right, 2 more, here we go. Last one, you're gonna hold it up. Now remember, you're only rocking onto the underneath buttock, not onto both. Here we go then. Rock onto the underneath. Reach up towards your toes, that's it. And then rock back. Lovely. And again, rock up. Rock back. Nice work, guys. Lovely. Especially people with long gams looking really super there. Last one. Bring it up. Bring it back. And let's take that arm opening. Holy moly, look at the time. Where did that go? Quick, quick. Don't panic, don't panic. Open yourself out, that's it. Take a moment, go back to being in the tulip. Maybe your tulip's not red, maybe it's yellow. Breathe into it. Super work, guys. Bring yourself back. Let's go onto our backs. We are going to stretch. Of course, we're going to stretch. We're not going to leave that out. If you want to use a magic circle or a band, be my guest. We're going into the glute stretch first of all, though. So ankle over knee, hold on behind the thigh, ease it towards you. Done a fair bit of gluteal work. So let's give them a chance to release now. You know, anytime the next day or the day after that you are feeling a bit stiff, just let do a nice gentle bit of stretching, just to sort of release them out a little bit. Nothing fierce, but just to sort of lengthen them back out. Let's go to the other side. Something nice and gentle, you know. We have got classes next week, by the way, just continuing as normal. So if you're around, I'd love to see you. Lovely. Let's get into the hammies now. So with or without prop, whatever you prefer, whatever works for you. That's it. Underneath leg can be bent or straight, however you're feeling. And then let's bend the knee down towards our chest. And then push the heel away from you as you extend that leg, opening out the back of the leg there. Now we're nice and warm in this class, so we can maybe go a little bit further. We don't have to force anything though. Just exploring the edges of our stretch with our breath. Let's go to the other side. Ease yourself into it. So it's like 0 to 60 in about 20 seconds. We're not going for speed here. We're going for listening to our bodies. And again, just clock any asymmetry that's going on there. Generally, we're looser on one side than the other. Let's go one last time. And then bring the leg down, and we're going to rock up to sitting. Let's get a little bit of height to sit on. We're going to finish cross-legged. That's it. Make yourself comfy. That's it. And now just pull lightly on the front of your knee so you can lengthen up. Remember, we're not coming forward with the ribs, we're going up. Lengthen out the top of your head. Let the knees and the hips be nice and loose, relax down, give into gravity there. And then we're just going to take a nice little rotation one way. Keep straight up, that's it. Keep your gaze up. Watch your ship on the horizon, lovely. Watch you're not tilting backwards. Yes, Jan, well done. Wasn't going to say any names there, but you saw it, well done. Inhale to lengthen, exhale to turn, guys. That's it. Let's come back to center. Let's go the other way. That's it. Inhale to lengthen. Exhale to turn, nice and gentle. That's it. Keep your gaze level. Super. Perfectly upright, spiraling around on your spine. Super. Come back to center. Let's change the cross of our legs. We're going to be a couple of minutes over. I hope that's okay. Let's come to a nice straight spine again. Nice and relaxed in the shoulders. Breath in. Exhale to rotate. You're a corkscrew. And I meant that complimentary as a compliment. You're a corkscrew. Inhale to lengthen, exhale to turn right from the base of your spine. Let's bring it back to center. Let's go the other way. Here we go. Come back to center. We're going to take our arms out to the side here, and you're going to just drop over to one side. Let the elbow bend here. That's it. Then just like we did when we were standing, push off that to come over, and the other way. Find your own rhythm here. Let the weight of your head take you. Just going over from one side to the other. That's it. Like some stupendous timepiece. Use the breath. Good. Let's do one more. Come back to center. Lovely. You're going to take your arms up. That's it. Now remember, think of lifting from the base of your ribs, but keeping this down. So softness here in the top of the shoulders, but lifting from the base of your ribs here. Lovely. Now turn your palms forward, stretching to the tips of your fingers. You're going to bring your elbows down to cactus and lift your breastbone up towards the ceiling. So we're getting that little bit of back extension. And then bring the arms back up, head comes back to center. Good, let's go again. Pull it down like you're pulling on elastic, and then let the breastbone come up, lengthening the throat towards the sun. And back up. We're just going to do one more of these. Again, if you can see yourself, check your symmetry here. Exhale, lift the breastbone, elbows wide, collarbones wide. Bring yourself back up, head to center, and we're finishing. Come on, Tanya. Jazz hands, baby. Jazz hands. Nice work, guys. Have a super Easter break. I hope you have lots of fun, lots of chocolate. And I hope to see you next week, maybe, or the week after.
Happy Easter.
Thank you.
Happy Easter,
Thank you
everyone.
so much.
Easter.
Easter.